Until Dawn was a 2015 Choose Your Own Path game from Supermaster Games. Is it any good? Let's find out. Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Until Dawn. So what Until Dawn is basically about, it's about when these 8 college students who are friends, they decide, 1 year after a tragic event happened where they lost 2 of their best friends, they decide they're going to go back to that cabin to kind of rejoice with each other and everything, and suddenly there's a killer on the loose in the woods that they're staying in, and there might be something else way more dangerous as well. So, what did I think of Until Dawn? Now, I've heard a lot about Until Dawn, even back when it was like in its early development. Like, this game was supposed to come out for the PlayStation 3, like with the PlayStation Move and stuff. So I've heard about this game for a while, and then it finally came out. I didn't pick it up at first, but I've heard a lot about it, but I did finally play it, and yeah, and I gotta say, I love the game. It's an absolutely great choose your own path game. You know what I mean? I love games like that where, you're basically like watching a movie, but you get to decide what happens in that story, and I absolutely love that, and it definitely works in that game, and that's probably the thing I love about this game the most. But let's get into my positives, and my positives are, first being, I thought everyone did a great job in the game. I thought, the voice acting was really good. I really thought the characters were really good in this game. Hayden Panettiere, who plays Sam. Now, one thing is for sure, there's no specific main character. They're all the main characters in this game, because you really get to play as every single one of the characters. So, that's another thing I like. There's no specific main character. They're really all the main characters in this game. So, like I was saying, I thought Hayden Panettiere was great as Sam. She was actually my favorite character in the entire game. I thought she did a great job. I really liked her character. Same goes with Brad Dillon, I believe his name is. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was very good in this game too. He plays, Mike. Very much enjoyed him as well. All the other characters I really liked. I liked Chris, Ashley, Matt. They were really good too, So yeah, really all the characters I really liked in this game. That's probably a problem with a lot of horror type of stuff, with horror movies, horror TV shows, or horror games. You don't really care about the characters too much because they're just lazily put together and just put on screen very lazily, and they're poorly written. And I actually thought the characters were really good, and they made me really care about these characters in this game. So I really like the characters in this game. Let's get into what is the gameplay with this game, and that is, of course, the choose your own path element with this game, and that is the main part of this game. You get to choose what happens, and literally, I'm not kidding, everything you say, everything you do, it affects the story. Even the littlest of things could affect the story in this game, and that's what I love about it. Literally, anything can affect the story based on your decisions. You can be very careful with your decisions, like, for example, like, the killer's after you. You can run or you can hide. One of the choices might be really bad, or maybe one of the choices might be really good. It just depends on what you choose, and I like that, and it's very split second. Like, there are some choices in this game where you gotta be fast. You gotta be, like, deciding really quick, and that was another thing I liked about the game. Like, you gotta be quick on your feet with your decisions. Like I said, you gotta be very quick on your feet with your decisions. I like that with the game. And, that's the thing I love about the most with this game. Like, everything that you do affects the story. And there's this other thing called the butterfly effect in this game, where if you do a certain thing in this game, it might affect the story completely. Like, it changes the entire narrative of the story. And I actually really like that. That was really cool. And let's just say I did that a lot in this game, which probably is maybe a little bit of a bad thing, but, I did like that with the game, this whole, like, butterfly effect, and, with the whole thing where you choose your own path with this game, and I just thought that was phenomenal. Now, the horror element of the game I thought was really good too. Really suspenseful, really had me on the edge of my seat, wondering what was going to happen with these characters. So with the horror element of this game, I thought they did a great job with. in the game. I really like the horror element with this game. Also, between chapters, there will be this guy that interviews you, kind of like asks you like, oh, who's your favorite character? Who's your least favorite character? Like, does this picture scares you? What scares you the most? Like, it happens in between chapters. I really like that cool little feature in this game because something intense could really go down and you're just like, man, that was intense, and then all of a sudden you get this little break with this interview with this interviewer. I actually thought that was great. That was a really nice element to put in this game as well. But the writing was really good with this game. The game had some pretty solid writing. I thought the directing with this game was really good too. Like, especially when you're walking, they'll do some like camera angles that are actually really cool. I was like, you know what, that's pretty neat. I really like how they execute that in that game as well. The graphics look really good too. I thought the graphics did look really good in this game. And they make the actors look like the actual actors. You know what I mean? Like, in these games they'll make them look like completely different characters, but actually they made them look like the actual characters because it was based on, like motion capture. They were doing like motion capture or motion movement. And that was really cool too, that they actually made them look like the actual actors. And so yeah, I thought the graphics were really good with the game. Negatives I do have with this game, there are only a few, and the few negatives I do have with this game are, first being, there were two of the characters in this game I didn't really care for. They're Emily and Jessica. Like, I felt like they were just kind of, just have to be the ones that complain and whine all the time. Just, that's what they were there for. I get that's what their characters were supposed to be, but I think they could have done a lot better, to be honest, with those characters, and I just did not enjoy those characters at all. And lastly being, there are some horror cliches that you do get in this, like the typical jump scares, like a friend jumps out or an animal pops out of a closet. Like, just like, there's some of those things in this game, like here and there, but for the most part it actually was really good, intense moments. So yeah, overall I thought Until Dawn was a great choose your own path game. I definitely think it's a game you should check out, especially if you have a PS4. You definitely should play this game, honestly. It's a great game. I really loved it. So aside from my official grade on Until Dawn, and my official grade on Until Dawn is an A-. Definitely a great choose your own path game. I definitely think this is one of the best games that is on the PS4 right now. If you have the money, just go out and buy this. It's a great game to play. I definitely should have played it earlier. It's such a great choose your own path game, and it's definitely one of the best out there. So I loved Until Dawn. Definitely deserves an A-. So what did you think of Until Dawn? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you about later. Peace.